All right, welcome everyone to a supplemental Christmas edition of the NBA cast. Lakers Clippers got a good one going on here so far, 71-64. A few things that have stuck out to me is the Clippers only 9 3-point attempts and 8 of 15 from the line, but that number of 3-point attempts is not enough, and they're getting more at the rim now. Up to 12 out of 23 they've made through their last four. JaVale McGee has been huge, blocking a lot of shots. Clips on a little bit of a run here. Zubac will have a chance to cut it to a 6-point disadvantage for the Clippers. What's up, Cocoon Man? Good to see you. Solo edition here, so I'll be conversing a little bit more. And yeah, we'll try and give it to you radio style, Gasman 99. Yeah, Clippers don't shoot that many threes overall. They didn't last year as well, despite being a very good offensive team. They relied a lot on free throws. So we're going to be back here momentarily, I hope. LeBron looks very limited physically. Yeah, I wonder if he maybe tweaked something early when he got kneed on a fix the charge play by Patrick Beverly. If you missed it, he tried to take a charge. Beverly kneed him in the inner thigh. He looked to be struggling with that a little bit. KCP as well, it went to the locker room at one point with what looked to maybe be a groin injury. So Zubac with the second of two free throws, way short Clippers, but there's a rebound from Leonard. Terrible box out from McGee. Did not get his body into him at all. Now they double team Leonard. George one-on-one against James up top. Tries to put him in the mix, gets past him into the lane, gets McGee in the air, and scores. I don't know how George didn't get a foul either. That's the second time he's gotten JaVale with the pump fake. Actually, no, I'm sorry, third. He got AD once under the rim, got JaVale with that one, and then got JaVale for 3 free throws earlier. Here's AD posting up against Harkless. They replaced Patterson. Zubac looking to come over in the strong side zone. Now it's George with the double. Bradley in the deep right corner. Nice pass. Bradley cannot convert. I guess he sees Clippers, whether it's on his own uniform or someone else's, and he suddenly can't shoot. You remember he was so bad for the Clippers last year. Leonard with 10 to shoot. Engages McGee. Double team comes. Nice pass. Zubac underneath. Harkless. Now it's right corner Beverly. I'm sorry, left corner. And he drains the three. So Clippers right back in it. Dominating stretch by them. Lakers, some odd rotations on that last play. Leonard now guarding James. Goes under a couple of McGee screens. Now it goes over. AD taking another deep three. Was spotted up way out on the wing. And I'd be interested to see if Vogel's going to go back to Kuzma here. I think he's still on a minutes limit coming back from that ankle as Beverly misses the three in transition. Other big story, LeBron James has not gotten going so far. He's guarded now by Harkless. Pick and roll with McGee. They go under. Finds McGee on the roll. Rolls over. Oh, rejected, but it goes right to James for the easy dunk. Harkless and Zubac stuff McGee's dunk attempt along the baseline. Here's Leonard double teamed in the corner off the drag screen. Swing it to George. And the Clippers just kind of not attacking quickly off some of these advantages that Kawhi was creating. Just a hold from George. Shoots a tough three over AD. Now AD in and out dribble in transition against Zubac. And did not get the foul, but he scored it. And it's going to be a timeout for Doc Rivers. 2 quick Lakers buckets after the Clippers close to within 2. And we'll have a timeout with 5:33 in the quarter. Yeah, if you are looking for this normally on YouTube, check the tweets. Let's see, did it actually get tweeted out? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's on the other YouTube channel. We got a copyright strike on the other one today. if LeBron is making any threes, the Lakers would be winning by a lot. They are looking good today. Yeah, he's 0 for 6. It really does seem like he's having trouble getting good shots with them. Yeah, like it can look good. He's got that step back to his left, but he's never been an amazing shooter. Like that's not his bread and butter. 6 of his 14 shots being on those, all kind of off the dribble, blah looks. That's not the domination that you expect to see from LeBron. Another subplot that I'm keeping track of here is just who's going big, who's going small. They started with Patterson at the 4. Now it's Harkless. They've still got Zubac out there. Harrell did not give them the greatest minutes in the first. Didn't get a ton from Lou Williams either. And then for the Lakers, Kuzma, James, and Davis. Is that who they want to close the game with? Kuzma is already at 14 minutes, but don't expect him to play 30. So they're going to have to find a spot for his minutes. Dwight only had 6 minutes in this one. McGee is at 15. So do they go with Kuzma with him rolling? He had that 15 in the first quarter. "32 minutes of McCaw." Yes, Cocoon Man, I saw on Twitter you were not happy about that as well. And neither was I. If we'd been doing the NBA cast, we would have been questioning it. It is tough to come up with a reason why he should be starting over Terrence Davis. I think it seems like they really believe him, but at this point, has anyone gotten more chances that they didn't deserve than Patrick McCaw? First, that Cleveland contract that enabled him to get out of Golden State, and then got signed by the Raptors for no real reason last year, and now they give him $4 million this year. I think that contract even goes into next year too. Let me double check on that. Yeah, Patrick McCaw, $4 million this year, $4 million next year. That's really a surprising amount of money for him. Ideal number of minutes per game for Kuzma on this roster. I think it depends on the matchups. If he's feeling it, if he's got something that he can attack offensively, which I wouldn't say necessarily is this Clippers team. If there's not, they don't need LeBron. They don't need someone to guard a superstar wing, where it's tough because if it's him and LeBron out there, then LeBron's got to guard one of Kawhi and PG in this game. If you're going against Dallas, you can get more minutes for Kuzma probably. Terrible camera angle. George finds Zubac as help comes over from Green, and Green's going to get called for the reach, and they're going to count this? No, they say it's before the shot. It was a side pick and roll, and Danny Green came over with the help after they double teamed the ball. And hopefully we never see that camera angle again. One of the things that struck me about doing TV the few times that I've done it, and also just watching, is like just how inefficient it is. There's just like, oh, these are the things that you've always done for TV production. Now, granted, I'm sitting casting the sea from my couch, so and maybe if we had someone here to tell me to turn my mic back on after I take a break, that would be something we could invest in. But it still seems like they throw a lot of money away. I mean, how much did it cost to put that camera up there to actively detract from the broadcast? Here's Kuzma on another drive, and Harkless had the hand on him. And I think what you have to teach at this point, if you're in the NBA, is anytime a guy gets a shoulder by you, you got to just you can't have your forearm on him. You got to just put both arms out and run alongside him. Otherwise, guys are just getting too good now at feeling the contact and throwing up some crap. That said, I'm not sure why that isn't a non-shooting foul for Kuzma, as the contact occurred to me well before he decided to go into a shooting motion. So with 5:03 left now, we'll start to see some of these teams go into their benches. Caldwell Pope is back. We'll see how he's moving around after that potential injury in the first. He's in to guard Lou Williams, probably their best guy for that. Harrell has returned as well. Slips the screen, no advantage gain there. Leonard trying to attack James, can't. George now crossing over on Danny Green, did not take the shot, instead cuts back door. Harrell underneath. Oh, nice quick layup before AD could rotate over. So they are going with AD at center here. KCP is the one, at least he'll defend ones. Danny Green, LeBron, Kuzma, and Davis. They swing it to Kuzma. Kuzma, nice footwork, creates space. They get it back to AD against Leonard, isolated. That's not a great look. And the three from Kuzma goes around. You see right there the lack of chemistry that Kuzma, LeBron, and AD have playing with one another. They were getting some advantages, but didn't really seem to have a great idea of what everyone was going to do, and they ended up with a tough airballed three from Kuzma. Here's Leonard off the screen, not there as we go to the terrible camera angle once again. LeBron looking to drive on Harrell, goes into him, and that's really the first time I can recall that he's gotten the better of Harrell in those matchups. I think they have been willing to switch Harrell onto him, and he's gotten a few stops. Please, everybody, tweet at ESPN and tell them how terrible this camera angle is, because if this becomes more prevalent, it may be just impossible to do this. Danny Green, corner three. That's way off. They're still in it. This is like the third possession in a row of this. This is awful. Should I just stop doing the call and protest? I guess we all have to soldier on. Lou Williams crossing up on LeBron. Tried to draw the foul. Could not. Now they throw it ahead. Oh, thank God we got... They switched to the lower mid-court camera angle for that fast break. And finally, KCP is fouled by Paul George. Or maybe they're just going to say it's out of bounds, actually. Yeah, they're showing this Lou Williams ISO on LeBron. And Lou, I mean, he had LeBron beat. You also have to know that when LeBron is even close to foul trouble, he's just not even going to try. And rather than try to draw the foul, you should just go up with the shot, and he's not going to stop you. Yeah, KCP, again, he's moving pretty gingerly, I'd noticed. Definitely something to keep an eye on. LeBron is going to take a seat now. Yeah, I'm very interested to know what it was that KCP did in the first half, because even just like walking around to high five his teammates as he misses the free throw. So Lakers have responded after Clippers cut it to 2. It's now 7. JaMychal Green getting his first action. He replaces George. Shamet on the drive past Kuzma. Sets up Green, swinging it to Leonard. His three is good off the spot up. We saw Rondo stunt towards him, but not really go hard at him. And Caruso could not contest that high release of Leonard. Here's Rondo. Pick and roll with Davis into the lane. Floats from the free throw line. It's way off. He rebounds, throws it off the foot. Now we're going to say that it hit out of bounds, I think, before Rondo was able to recover it. He airballed the floater. Williams off the Kawhi screen. Engages Davis. Takes a tough fadeaway over him on the baseline. So that's a 0 pass possession. Kuzma looking to attack JaMychal Green. Floats it into the lane off the spin move. Not there. And Kuzma has not found that going as easy here in the second half. Williams forced towards the baseline by Rondo. Good defense by the Lakers. They'll swing it to Kawhi. Oh, he's attacking hard on Davis, but then throws it away. Davis, the recovery from behind. Kawhi had him beat, but did not want to attempt the layup, feeling the length of Davis behind him, and then tried to throw it out to the wing. Couldn't get it there. Lakers just need to hold on here with LeBron off the floor. They do not have much in the way of ball handling. They go under on Rondo into the lane. Left-handed layup as Shamet could not recover. And the Shamet Harrell pick and roll defense combination is something I think the Lakers might be able to exploit here. 6-point game into the post. Harrell now guarded by Kuzma. This is an advantage matchup for the Clippers. Caruso, though, good help to force the pass. Now it's right back into the repost. Oh, Kuzma knocked it away. Nice defense. Push comes from Caruso. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma with the floater from the foul line over Harrell. And the Lakers, again, them winning these minutes with LeBron off the floor is huge. Back to an 8-point advantage. Williams baseline, and he's going to get hacked from behind by Kuzma. Kuzma playing more of a traditional style here, and it looks like what they're doing is they're putting Kuzma on Harrell and AD guarding Kawhi right now. There's been a few transition possessions. We'll watch to see if that continues to be the matchup, but this is where it gets difficult for the Lakers. Danny Green is off the floor. Caruso and Rondo are too small. KCP is too small. Kuzma is probably too slow. So AD is your only one who can guard him, but now you don't have the help defense of AD. Maybe you would say that they should go with a center here if you're going to play Kuzma. Play him at the 3, and then you can have AD guard Kawhi Leonard and still have help behind him. They screen away for Kuzma. Good job by JaMychal Green getting through it. 4-5 pick and roll, Kuzma and AD. Swing it. AD attacking Harrell. Tried to feel the contact and throw it up. No call is made. Clips are in transition. AD's behind the play. They swing it. JaMychal Green is wide open, and he hits a 3. So AD tried to throw it up and get the foul, fell down, and never got back in the play. They give up a 3. Now it's Davis, right elbow, looking for KCP flying off the screen. Lou Williams did a great job getting through it. He gets the steal. AD never thought Lou Williams was going to stay with KCP. Now they get the switch into the post. It's Harrell against KCP. Backs him down. Tries to go through him, and what are we going to get here? Looks like a foul on KCP. Not a good foul because Harrell was pretty well bottled up. If he just goes straight up there, AD was going to block that from behind. Yeah, so KCP gets knocked backwards by Harrell and then comes down with both hands to try to strip it away and commits the foul. So let's see if the Clippers can actually hit a free throw here. Harrell gets the first, pushing the Clips to 13 of 21 from the foul line. So this is now 6 straight points for the Clippers with a 7th pending here in the free throw of Harrell. 1-point game. Lakers need to get a 2-for-1. They don't really have anyone who can shake that, though, and they're going to miss their opportunity. Yeah, they didn't even try. They should have had the pick and roll ready right away. Now they go under on Rondo. AD re-screening. Good job by Shamet getting over it. Oh, what a backdoor from Rondo. He found Kuzma, who was actually going to the offensive glass. JaMychal Green lost him, and Rondo went up for the jumper, but found his teammate cutting at the last second. Lou Williams. They don't get the switch here. Going to try and re-screen from Green. Williams finds Green. Oh, this is going to be Shamet wide open in the corner. Oh, yeah. Tie game. And the Lakers went to the double teaming, I think, a little bit too quickly. And that leads to the tying 3 from one of the guys in the league you don't want to leave open, Landry Shamet. The Clippers have roared back here, outscoring the Lakers 35-23. And they did it courtesy of a 10-2 run at the end of the quarter. Have we seen a team like these Clippers with no rim protector win a ring in the modern era? You know, I don't know that you would say that Bosch is a traditional rim protector. They did have Chris Anderson on those Heat teams, and they also just had Wade and James Wade kind of waned as time went on, but They had a lot of athleticism. They had a decent amount of shot blocking. Obviously, the Warriors had rim protectors. I would say that the you wouldn't say that the 2016 Cavs had a rim protector any better than these Clippers do. Um, then you would probably have to go back to the Bulls before that, I would say, where they didn't have a traditional rim protector either. I mean, maybe you could say like Luke Longley kind of was, but he wasn't, renowned for his shot blocking. He was really, I mean, back then your role as the center was really more post defense against the other team, center and power forward, than it was protecting the basket and shot blocking. Which team with a losing record in the East actually wants to be the eighth seed? Well, the problem is they all desperately want to be the eighth seed. Just nobody wants to be the fifth seed. I've kind of been penciling Orlando in for quite some time here. I mean, we really got those top six in the East, and then it drops down to Magic and Nets. I mean, if you trust 538, the Magic, despite being 13 and 17, have a 90% chance of making the playoffs. They're actually projected at a higher record, 41 and 41, than the Nets, 39 and 43. But worth recalling that your projections now are generally going to go up, I think, because the bad teams in the league just get so bad by the end of the year. You see all these teams go on big runs that are actually trying at the end of the season. But yeah, I mean, it seems like these teams are all kind of together. But if you look at the quality of the teams, Magic and Nets seem well ahead of the pack so far. All right, we're back here. Lou Williams, guarded now by KCP, gets him off kilter, but can't hit that mid ranger. And the Clippers start the fourth with a miss. Good pressure from Shaman on Rondo, who now tries to turn the corner, and it wasn't good pressure because he ended up fouling him. Shouldn't JaMychal Green be getting more minutes than Patterson? Yeah, I think it's just that he's coming back from injury. He'll start, I would imagine, once these teams actually play. They wanted Patterson to guard AD right at the start. Here's LeBron, just another fadeaway to his left, but that from 2 point range. And he finally cashes out a jumper. I believe that's his first of the game. Little screening action, and now here's Harrell right down the lane. The help was late. The Clippers starting to find some openings here as Howard and McGee getting out on the floor. They're able to slip that pocket pass to the roll man for some dunks. Zubac has gotten a couple there. That time it was Harrell. And Rondo on the backside is not going to stop Montrezl Harrell. Here's Rondo taking a three as they go under on him. They're still happy to do that. He shot the three well this year, but that's still an outcome you can live with. Now it's Rondo against Lou Williams. Blows past him. Wide open corner three is Beverly with the late close from Kuzma, and he can't get it to go. Clippers still unable to take the lead. LeBron in pick and roll with Howard. They go under. His three misses again. Loves the three going to his left. And then Howard, he has committed some really dumb fouls in this game. That's the third already. He had two where he just reached in from behind in transition on guys. And then this time he bowls over Beverly going for a rebound he had no chance at. Same play again for the Clippers with the double screen for Lou Williams. Here's JaMychal Green's three up top. Still can't get the lead for the Clippers, and it's going to go back to LA after it gets batted about near half court. Beverly is out. George returning. So they don't go long without one of the superstar wings on the floor. George has not done a ton tonight. I think this could be a chance for him to get going. Here's Kuzma on the back door. Rejected by Harrell. But Howard with the jam. And Harrell fouled him as he finished it up. And he's got a few things to say to Montrezl Harrell after dunking on him. That's twice now Kuzma has gotten open on backdoor cuts. And it looked like it was actually Harrell who started the talking there as Dwight misses the free throw. Is going to go to LA. Rondo can't believe it. He was lurking around down there. Yeah, I didn't see him actually hit the ball. That maybe should be something they could have thought about a challenge. I think both coaches have their challenges here. Same set again this time for the Clippers. That 45 look. Three-pointer from Green. He's missed two in a row now. LeBron has George. Going to go back to goal against him. Let's see where the help's going to come from. LeBron backing down still. Goes up with a floater. Oh, what a rebound from Howard. And he's going to draw a loose ball foul on the Clippers. Harrell tried to box him out, but just wasn't strong enough. The defensive rebounding in this matchup is a major concern for the Clippers, especially with Harrell on the floor. Rondo looking for the weak side. KCP pass was behind him. And what's going to happen here? Yeah, it's going to be Clippers ball. That was just a terrible pass from Rondo. KCP was curling right where he should have to the top of the three-point line, and the pass was just behind him. KCP not looking great in terms of change of direction. Similar set again. Lou Williams gives it up to JaMychal Green. Harrell, floater from the foul line over Howard is good. We saw him go crazy with that shot against the Bucks when we did an NBA cast earlier this season. Still going under on LeBron. Let's see if he can finally make a three. Yes, he stepped right into that one. And Dwight Howard getting into it a little bit now with Green, Harrell, a little bit of hand fighting. Forcing Lou towards the baseline. Pocket pass. Oh, nice cut from Green. Oh, he's stopped by LeBron. JaMychal Green not looking great coming off that bruised tailbone. Gets through a screen. They set it again. LeBron into the lane to his left. Swings it way back to Rondo. Rondo on the drive. Another off-target pass, but KCP cashes out anyway. And it's going to be a timeout here for the Clippers. They want to get Kawhi Leonard back in the game, now trailing by 6. 2 consecutive threes by the Lakers. Still ridiculous that the 2013 Heat lost to the 2016 Cavs. Yeah, I agree with that. This was in the decade tournament with Ben Taylor, but I can only blame myself. I thought it was ridiculous. Apparently, I didn't do a good enough job of arguing. But if you want to see why they lost, listen to that show. But I wasn't in agreement, but I did not do a good enough job. The other occupants of the car didn't appreciate the NBA cast. Oh, that's too bad. Headphones? I think it's a conspiracy against LeBron. It's not a conspiracy against me. Have I watched Uncut Gems? Rest assured, I will not be watching that. I don't really like movies that much anyway. TV is a far superior medium to me at this point. I mean, what is it like? Is it even like a comedy? Like Kevin Garnett acting? I, I'm very I'm also resentful of that movie because then I had to see like a bunch of Sandler and KG coming on to promote it on like the podcasts I listen to and stuff. Do I think 2013 Miami could have beaten the 2017 Warriors? Could have, yeah. I think they could have. I mean, it's they would have had the best player in that matchup. They might have had to go with a different approach defensively ultimately and maybe done more switching. I don't know if they would have been willing to do that. But I think they had close to as much talent. It would depend on the health, obviously, of Wade to where he was at defensively. But no, I mean, I think to me, that team might have been, was close to being my second pick for instead of the 2016 Warriors for the number 2 seed. Catch you up a little bit on a few statistics. Clippers now 15 of 27 at the rim, 9 of 17 from floater range. Lakers haven't gotten to the rim that much. They usually like to bludgeon teams on the interior. 13 of 22 at the rim for them. They've gotten up 8 corner three-point attempts, so they're 3 of 8 on those. Overall, only 28.6% from downtown, 11 of 36. Clippers getting a few more threes up, and they're 8 out of 19. So this is an interesting lineup for the Clippers here with Harrell and Lou Williams, George and Kawhi, and Landry Shamet. This is probably their best offensive 5-man unit. The 2 superstar wings, the great pick and roll combination, and then the shooting of Shamet. Now LeBron is guarding Kawhi, denied him in the post, so they go back up top to George. He gets past KCP, and this is going to be an easy dunk for Harrell. We'll see how long Vogel is going to go with AD on the bench here. He's on 32 minutes, so you would imagine that, he's been playing him 38 minutes a game. He put him 43 in that Lakers loss. He is coming off a knee tweak in their game against Denver. LeBron against Kawhi one-on-one. Kawhi, he's going to get called for a touch foul, bailing out LeBron up top. But yeah, that's a foul. He puts both hands on him. I mean, pretty clear. Into KCP with a fresh 14 on the clock. That time Kawhi denying LeBron. They don't have anyone else to create with this group, though. It's going to be KCP into the mid-ranger over Harrell. Missed that. Rebound by Kawhi. He's now guarded by Caruso in pick and roll. Puts him in the mix, gets to the baseline, and he's fouled from behind by Caruso. He'll go to the foul line. And Lakers just didn't do a good enough job of getting matched up that time. That was not a fast break. Really no reason why they couldn't have gotten their preferred matchup, and Kawhi beats Caruso. So a couple of free throws from the man that Kevin Pelton and I judged the best draft pick of the decade, number 15 overall selection in 2015. AD has in fact returned. You will imagine it to be for the duration. So he's going to be about 40 minutes or so in this game. Only 2 fouls for him, 3 for James, so it shouldn't be an issue with foul trouble either way. Nobody with more than 3 fouls in the game, in fact. Kawhi gets it back to a 2-point Laker advantage. Caruso looking to AD in the post. He's now guarded by George. So this is really interesting here that it's George guarding AD. Are they going to double team? No, George just takes it away from him in the corner, but stepped out of bounds. This is what the Clippers didn't necessarily want. This isn't what George and Leonard want. They don't want to fight with someone like AD. Meanwhile, the Lakers have Dwight still at center, so that's forcing that matchup. Now they're going to put Kawhi on AD, and LeBron gets open for a three, and he's hit 2 in a row now. Just pops right off the screen from Howard. George could not get there. Here's Kawhi, bouncer to Paul George. Got fouled by Caruso, no call. Instead, it's Shamet in the corner, and Howard rebounding. Lakers not exactly looking to push it after that rebound, but they are trying to push it to a 7-point advantage here. LeBron in pick and roll against Kawhi, feeling the jumper. Oh, yes! That's now 4 straight jump shots from LeBron. 2 3-pointers, and now that mid-ranger going to his right in pick and roll. They went under on him. That's a shot you'll give him, but now that he's hitting the jump shot, this is really the first time we've seen LeBron James get going in the series between these two teams this year. How much of a liability in the playoffs is Lou Williams? It depends how much they play him. We haven't seen yet, for example, the Lakers go at Lou with a pick and roll to try and get him onto LeBron or force a double team. More likely they'll just force a double team. How healthy do I think LeBron looks tonight? You know, I mean, he was healthy in the opener. I don't think he looked that much different. Maybe that knee to the thigh is affecting him, but I wouldn't want to say that for sure. And we've seen a lot of games where he's kind of taken it a little easier. And he's had a couple of nice drives here in the second half. Am I liking Vogel limiting Rondo's minutes? Yeah, I am. I think it's hard to find a spot for Rondo when he can't guard Lou Williams, he can't guard Paul George, and he can't guard Kawhi Leonard. And he also can't do anything as a help defender either. So, no, I am liking that. I think Vogel's done a pretty good job with the rotations tonight. Can you give your dad a Christmas shout out? The biggest MJ fan of all time. He's got a lot of competition there, I think. But yeah, Casey's dad. Here's a Christmas shout out. We got a lot of time to fill with Danny not here, so this is the time to ask for it. Went to Bucks Sixers. Curious what you thought of it. Well, we did do the NBA cast for it. As you know, we'll talk about it more on Dunked On, but I certainly thought that Joel Embiid outplaying Giannis and Giannis not really finding a way with the jump shot not falling against Embiid is troubling for the Bucks. Who's the best player to guard Davis? Probably Draymond Green would be number one. He's done a pretty good job on him over the years, I would say. 7 to 8 seed in the West. I think I like Portland being in for one of them. Let's see who else. Make sure I don't forget anybody here. Yeah, I mean, I like Thunder and Blazers. I think. I mean, they're actually both projected as way higher. The Suns were a darling for a while because they had a point differential that was way better than their record, but now they're 11 and 19. I mean, that's tough. All right, here's Leonard. Still guarded by James. Gets him on his back into the lane, across the lane. And again, man, Kawhi Leonard, when he fits front rim, it seems like half of the time it goes down anyway. Clippers needed that bucket to stabilize things. They're staying with that same offensive group out there, are the Clippers. Lakers, oh man, Kawhi, what a denial on James. And it goes out of bounds with 9 to shoot. But Leonard starting to exert himself a little bit defensively. We haven't seen this level of effort for him really since his San Antonio days. 9 to shoot for LA. LeBron telling everyone, get further down the floor. I'm going to try and attack at speed here. Howard steps up with the screen, gets LeBron going to his left. The 1-foot jumper, not there. Oh, wow. And Green, they're going to give him a foul call here. He did not agree with it. He took it away from Lou Williams, and I didn't see much of a call there, at least looking at it live. Yeah, what did LeBron think he was doing? Going up for a game winner against OG Anunoby? Leonard crossing over, swings it to George, his 3, as LeBron closed late. Wow, what a rebound by Beverly over Danny Green. George is open at the foul line and scores. Patrick Beverly, Chicago point guard offensive rebound. And it's a timeout from Vogel as the Clips get once again rubber band right back into it. How much better do you think the Bulls could be with a good coach? Well, so the question is, what would you want Boylen doing differently at this point with this personnel? Their defense, I mean, I don't think that they have the personnel to be better defensively. You might say that teams just aren't scoring as much as they should be with the shots that they're getting. I feel that their defense could regress a little bit. But, I mean, they're starting Chris Dunn at the 3. You've got Zach LaVine out there. Markkanen is not a good defensive player. So, I mean, to be above average defensively, I think is pretty good with this group. And then offensively, Markkanen and LaVine haven't been that good. Now, LaVine is starting to get there. But the problem is they don't have anyone else who can create. So they're very reliant on LaVine. The one thing I would say is maybe they should try to give Satoransky a little more pick and roll action. Have him kind of create the way Rubio does and have LaVine be a little more of an off-ball guy. Because they do just need one more guy who can do something. Maybe that'll be Kobe White in the future, but he's not ready to do that at this point. All right, Clippers with a little bit of pressure here. Trailing the Lakers by 3. Beverly has returned for the Clippers. He's guarding Danny Green. So he's replaced Shamet. I kind of like Shamet better. And now, man, Kawhi Leonard doing a nice job of denying the ball to LeBron James. And that was just a terrible pass from Howard. Howard thought he was going to pop out, and James wanted to post up a little deeper so he could initiate the offense from the post. Here's Leonard, switched onto by Howard. Steps back, 3-pointer. Oh, yeah, Kawhi Leonard ties it at 101. And Frank Vogel's going to get another timeout. This is the use it or lose it. So not a huge surprise, but this is basically 2 more timeouts. I think he did not like the fact that they switched Howard on to Leonard. And I thought Howard could have been a little more aggressive to force some help. You've also got Anthony Davis out there. Why isn't Kuzma in to close the game instead of Dwight? I think they feel like they need something defensively. And we'll see. Maybe he is going to sub him in. So, I don't know. I think, Dwight's been good for them all year. He's closed a lot of games. He gives them the offensive rebounding component, the rim protection component. So I'm not sure that there's a clear answer there. Kuzma hasn't really done anything in the second half. He struggled defensively. What's with all the timeouts? Yeah, that's the use it or lose it timeout. Basically, if you have 3 timeouts and you go under 3 minutes, you lose it. So the coaches want to just take it anyway. And there is the substitution that people wanted. It's not Kuzma, it's Rondo back in the game for offense. And they do get the nice roll to AD. They open up that near side as KCP cut through. Lou Williams guarding him would have been the help man there, completely unaware of what was going on, and he wouldn't have stopped AD anyway. Big bucket there. Good ATO for Vogel. This time it's Davis switching on to Leonard on the same set rather than Howard. That's what that sub does. George breaks the ankles of Green. His three is off. Oh, but Harrell pops right back up. And with AD out on the floor guarding Kawhi, there was really nobody under there. It was KCP trying to box out Harrell. That didn't work. James, they don't really know what they're running here at all. They finally get it to Rondo. This is late in the clock, though. I don't like this about the Lakers' offense late in games. Here's KCP on the drive. Swings it. Green, three-pointer is off. AD rebounds as Harrell had fallen down. He gets stripped. Green's three again. That's off again. And a rebound for Beverly. And he gives it into the chest of George. And George saying, hey, how about we actually run up the court and attack here? Williams. Oh, nice veer back by KCP for the steal. Rondo looking to push it. He's got AD going into Beverly. Beverly, good defense. The chargeability of Beverly stopped AD there. He was worried about picking up a foul. Now the Lakers in the clogged toilet offense again. LeBron on the pick and pop. Blows past Leonard. They swing it. Oh, what a play by Lou Williams to knock it away from AD. And he's going to lay. Oh, no, he missed the layup. But AD fouls him well after he released it. I can't believe they gave Lou Williams that call. The flop ability of Lou Williams is just incredible. The way he's conditioned his body to fall at the slightest hint of contact. And yeah, AD does kind of put his hand on his butt there. And Lou just able to fall down. That's so late. He had already landed. That should be that should be a loose ball foul. That shouldn't even be a shooting foul. That was so late. Yeah, I guess he does get him in the air before he lands. Stupid reality ruining my rant. So Lou, as the Clips lead for the first time, kind of a cheap way to get it. But not a great sequence for AD. First loses it to Lou Williams and then a completely unnecessary foul. LeBron was open on the back door. They missed him. Now he loops back around. They switch Harrell onto him. He'll take the three over him. Not there. Again, this Lakers late game offense not getting good looks right now. Leonard going at James. James lucky to avoid the foul. Here's George's three on the replace. Harrell. Oh, rebound over James. Oh, James takes it right back from him. Now James in transition. He's got Kuzma wide open for three. Oh, man, Lakers have had their chances. Danny Green, two wide open ones. Now a wide open one from Kuzma goes wanting. And now he's got Kuzma on George. I think the Clippers should try to exploit that matchup. Instead, it's Lou going to try and go at LeBron here. LeBron not really in much of a stance. Instead, it's Kawhi in the post. Tough shot over Green, and Green bails him out with a foul. Leonard did not really have his balance as he went up, and Green fouled him well after the shot had been released. Two bad fouls by the Lakers. Let's see if we agree with this, but yeah, he kind of gets him there. So Clippers living at the foul line. Lakers dying off of missed open three-pointers right now. Worth noting the lineups. Williams and Beverly. Kawhi, George, and Harrell. James, Kuzma, Rondo, Green, and AD. Looks like the five for the Lakers right now. So all offensive group now for the Lakers with Rondo. We'll see if they can get a little better of shots here. They get into the post to AD. We haven't seen many post-ups for AD tonight. Remember how many post-ups he had in the first game between these guys. Oh, there's the jump shot over Harrell. Harrell did not make him put it on the floor. And AD bringing the Lakers within two. Lakers have been an excellent clutch team. Mostly doing it with defense in the clutch. Leonard engaging AD. Now backs off. Attacks to the right hand. They're going to get Danny Green for a foul again, and they're in the bonus game. This is not pretty to watch. And that one, that's about the worst of these calls, I would say. Yeah, they're showing the replay from Davis. That is not a foul. It's the high five contact. So Lakers got to stop fouling here. Clippers haven't really gotten a good shot yet, but Lakers keep bailing them out. 34 points for Leonard. He's been the best player in this game tonight, as he was on opening night against these Los Angeles Lakers. More free throws, and under 2 minutes now, 2-possession game. Rondo gets it ahead to AD again. They're going to go right back to the post. Clippers defense calling out instructions. AD takes it over Harrell again. That time he was short. Not a ton of movement from this Lakers crunch time offense. And Clippers can really put the Lakers into difficulty with a bucket here. Leonard. They get KCP onto him. That's the matchup they want. Good help comes from LeBron at the nail. And here's Kawhi fading away. Harrell with a couple of tips. AD trying to control it. Finally, the Lakers get it. LeBron looking to push it now. They need a bucket here. It's been some time. Here's the in and out dribble by LeBron. Goes at Kawhi. KCP is set up for three. Way short. Rondo trying to keep it alive. Brought in by Beverly. 2-on-1. He's got Leonard. No, he's going to back it out. I thought he should have just given it to Leonard for the dunk. But they'd rather run some clock instead. Lakers, again, another wide open three that they've missed. That's 4 here in the last 5 minutes. George, now guarded by KCP, putting him in the mix. Wants to step back to his left. Long 2. Way short. Lakers still hearts beating here. They got to score. They got to get the 2-for-1 here. Absolutely must. LeBron trying to get it into the lane. George is there. And are they going to get the foul earlier on Leonard? George certainly looked like he was there for a charge. And we'll see who this foul is going to be on. I couldn't see the referee signal it. And it's not up on the play-by-play yet. Yeah, they are going to get Kawhi on this. So big free throws for LeBron. He hits the first. So they did get the 2-for-1. This is a key free throw for LeBron. Then they obviously got to get a stop, and then they'll have their chance to tie it if they can do that. Oh, it's way short. Nice rebound by Leonard. They don't need to foul here, though. Did they foul? No, timeout by Doc Rivers. I don't think they're going to be able to advance the ball. No, they are not going to be able to, because at least they shouldn't, because he took a couple of dribbles before the timeout call was made. So this will give the Lakers a chance to trap here. I think they should do that because the Clippers are just going to try and waste time. So you kind of get a free chance to trap with 39 seconds left. What brings it from a high 5 non-foul to a shooting foul? Exactly what I said. The high 5 is your hand is hitting the other guy's hand after the ball is released. So you're not necessarily affecting the shot there. If you get him on the forearm, that's different. You're impeding the completion of the motion. If the high 5 has occurred, the ball's already gone, and so the motion is complete. I think that's the thought there. In this type of crunch time situation, is a jump shot creating player like Kawhi more important than a slasher playmaker like LeBron? Well, LeBron has certainly authored a number of great clutch seasons, going back to 17-18. I think it's a question of whether LeBron can actually get to the rim and set things up for others or not. I think right in a last possession when it's tied and you want to run the clock down, yeah, I probably would prefer a mid-range jump shooter like Kawhi. Yeah, they're showing this. I presume this is the replay of how they're not allowed to advance the ball. So awkward inbounding spot. They get it into Lou Williams. No press here coming yet, it looks like. No, Caruso's going to come now? Yeah, he is. Lou Williams, good job crossing back to the middle of the floor and taking away any possibility of a trap. Still think the Lakers could have done that. Now here comes George with the screen. Williams has Kuzma. This is an advantage matchup. Goes for the three. Way off. Nice box out by Kuzma on Beverly, who wanted that offensive rebound. 3-point game. They got to get a three here. LeBron has Harrell. Harrell trying to keep him off that left-hand step back. Now it's Beverly. They are taking way too much time here. LeBron going to try the step back to his left. That's got to be coming here for sure. No, it's to his right. And Beverly stops him. What defense there. Patrick Beverly would not let him get that step back to his left that he wanted to. And then he was all over it. James couldn't create the space. Not a good possession. And I really think when things weren't developing, Frank Vogel probably should have taken the timeout earlier than he did. And that's one where, we decry the quick two all the time. But the Lakers clearly were not looking for that. Let's see. There's a possibility this could be off LeBron. If they review this, this might actually be Clippers ball. I hate this rule, but if you watch this in super, super slow-mo, it might actually be off of LeBron's hand last. This one might show us here. Yeah, still almost too fast. I mean, to me, any playground in the world, that's obviously going to be the Lakers' ball. But if you slow it down, maybe it was still touching his hand. This could show us. There we go. Yeah, that should be Clippers' ball the way it's interpreted now. I hate the way it's interpreted now, but this should be Clippers' ball. So I talked about this on the Old Man Shakes Fists with Cloud, that I hated the Lakers' late game offense, and it has really been bad tonight. It would help if they had actually gotten some of these wide open three-pointers to go. Yeah, I mean, LeBron still got that left hand on the ball well after Beverly has stopped touching it. Yeah, so this has got to be Clippers ball. Again, I think it should be, if he knocks it away and LeBron touches it again after he loses contact with it, that's one thing. But LeBron very surprised, but we see this all the time on these strips late in games. And if you replayed every single one of the strips during the earlier part of the game, half of them will be out of bounds off the offense too. So now the Lakers have to deny the ball in bounds here. They did not, in fact, take a timeout. And now Doc Rivers is going to take his last timeout. And I think this is a good move here to advance the ball. Because even if you turn it over in the backcourt, the Lakers will be hard pressed. If the Lakers do somehow get possession, they need to call an immediate timeout. Who do the Lakers need to target most at the deadline? Offense is looking really one-dimensional this quarter. Yeah, one more playmaker who could also play a little defense would probably be the number one thing that they need. But realistically, it's going to be in LeBron's hands. So a playmaker who can also shoot it and can defend and makes, $8 million a year or whatever they can cobble together in terms of tradable salary. Maybe not out there. So here's the inbound. They have to deny the ball in bounds here. LeBron is standing behind Kawhi right now. That would seem to enable Kawhi. And now he changes his positioning. Let's see if they can deny it in here. I'm not sure Kuzma would be the guy I'd want for the denial. They do get it into George, and he's going to get fouled. And one free throw will do it here. Not going to do the next game. Going to watch it probably for the pod, of course. But no, I don't. This is probably enough. We still got an hour-long podcast to do, so my voice is not in playoff shape right now, I fear. Plus, it's just not really exciting enough to do it. If Zion were playing, I totally would, but yeah, it's an interesting question of who actually played better in this game. Lakers 12 of 44 from 3. That's tough. But, 2 out of 12. LeBron, it's 12 threes from him. Like, that's not his game. That's not what he's supposed to be doing. And I think my number one takeaway from both of these games is that James has not been able to dominate at nearly the level that he has against everyone else. And the Lakers don't really have an answer for Kawhi. He has killed them in both the games so far this year. Also of note, Clippers actually more offensive rebounds than the Lakers. Mad respect to Nate for working tonight. Thank you. We just don't celebrate Christmas on this day. That's basically my family knows that's how it's going to be. That I get plenty of time off during the summer to make up for it. This is a work day. So Lakers will inbound. They're down 5. This game is over after the 2 free throws from George. Davis will take the 3 and miss it. And Merry Christmas to all you guys. We're going to turn this off here. Thanks for joining me. And check out Dunked On tonight, where we'll wrap up all 5 of these games.